Hi guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It is Sunday, October 4th, 2015 at 12:16 hours. And I'm just out running errands doing stuff. But I just wanted to take a minute and let you know that despite an immense amount of just crap for the past 2 weeks, really. It's been about 2 weeks of just relentless crap beating me about the head on it. Like, it's every day it's a crisis. But this morning I figured out, because I had a moment of revelation in which I demonstrated that I am indeed an elite hacker dude. The CCC is running in survival mode at this point. I have one computer and one monitor that works. That's it. One CPU, one monitor, and a keyboard and mouse. And nothing else is powered up at all, which means I don't have audio. And it took a non-trivial bit of mojo to be able to get one computer to power up. But I got it. But I didn't have audio. Until today, and the reason I didn't have audio is the flight racks aren't powered up. And without the flight racks, I don't have my amplifiers or my video system or any of that. So today, I had the majestic revelation brought forth to me from God himself that, hey, stupid, you've got DisplayPort monitors. So I was like, that monitor's got speakers in it. And those speakers connect through the same cable that the video chooches through. So you could get sound out of your screen because you're living in the future. So after spending a couple days cursing myself because I couldn't edit video, I realized that all I had to do was click a couple little things down in the little speaker icon and boop, I get really crappy audio out of my screen. Now the audio sucks because it's out of like a pair of, I don't know, little 2-inch Wheelie Bit speakers in the back of the screen. But it works, and it's enough to edit video to, if you don't really care so much about levels or sound quality. And thankfully, I have a staggering amount of experience in editing blog video. And my video editing quality sucks pretty bad to begin with, so who's really going to notice? And also, compressor limiters in software, because science. So I got 2 really mediocre blogs out this morning because I haven't been shooting a lot of blog lately because we've been dealing with crap. And I'll shoot a blog talking about all the crap we've been dealing with, but it's a lot. It's really not a good time to have my job. It's really not a good time to simply be me. And if you're interested in, like, because I have people every now and then be like, man, I wish I had your job. This week, you could have it. You oh my God. So, that's what's up. Now, I'm going to get laundry started, and I'll show you the super washing machines of the future. They're actually pretty badass. And Sam and I are going to be spending the day working on the safety interlock system for the high voltage lab, so that'll be cool. And I'm hoping to actually get some decent footage for you guys today, so that you've got something to keep you entertained. Because, damn it, I deliver. So, I'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to give you a lesson in laundry in the future. Now understand, everything I know about doing laundry I learned from reading the things on the machine. So this may not be in any manner the way you want to do laundry. And it might destroy all of your clothes. I'm just saying. But this is how I do it. So you've got stuff. Really doesn't matter what. You just dump something in the machine. It's pretty happy. And now look at this. There's like 4 different things. We got pre-wash, which I don't know what the hell that is. Liquid bleach. I don't know why you'd want to use that because I got colors and stuff, and I'm pretty sure bleach is bad with colors. And then you got the main wash. And look at this. It's like setting up the brakes on your car. Max and min. Okay, I know max and min. That means put it in as high as you can, trying to scare up on the top line without actually hitting it. Doesn't really matter how many clothes you put in there. If you work at the lab and have to hang around with the people that I hang around with, you just max it out. And then fabric softener. I don't need any of that crap. I'm sensitive enough as it is. So This is just science. This is what happens if you spend as much money on a washer and dryer as I have on my car. So it's kind of cool. And then you've got stuff and other stuff. Now some people, I understand there are people out there that sort their laundry. I don't understand why people do that, given that everything I wear is pretty much some shade of blue, gray, or white. So I don't really have to worry about it so much. Also, you may think, but Chris, you're going to embarrass yourself by showing your delicates on the internet. Well, if you paid close attention as I've done this, you might notice that there's towels in there and sheets, because it's October, and jeans and a bunch of shirts. Oh, and socks. If you're wondering where my underwear are, well, I'll let you know when I buy some. So, we've got this set up. Now we have to do the space program thing here. And you have to wake it up somehow. So, I'll just hit cancel and see if it wakes up. Oh, there we go. Just start turning stuff and it'll show up. Now it's set to heavy duty. There's also a deep clean sanitize, but I don't really use that unless like I've been working in poo or something. But it's got deep clean sanitize and heavy duty. Whitest whites. I'm not using that. That's racist. Fast wash? No. I don't need to sit here and watch it happen. Though I have sat and watched the machine. This is really cool, and I'll let you guys judge it. There's normal, which definitely doesn't apply to me. Casual, I don't even know what the hell that is. Colors, the other ones don't have colors. Delicate, it's got a little flower. That ain't me. There's allergen, which has the symbol for macro, and I don't know why. And then there's rinse and spin, and isn't that what this thing does anyway? So I'm going to go way the hell back over here to heavy duty. Now this is cool, because this is where it does laundry for guys that don't know what the hell they're doing. You'll notice as you switch through each one of these, you've got these lights over here change all over the place. Okay. See how these are like doing stuff? Okay. Well, the lights over here are your temperature, and it's got Eco Cold, which I'm guessing is damn cold. I don't know. AVE would know about Eco Cold. He's Canadian. And then there's cold, warm, hot, and sanitize, which I'm guessing is damn hot. Over here it's got the spin speed, which is no spin at all. I don't know why you'd want that. Low, medium, high, and max. I like Max. Max was a good cat. And then over here we've got soil. Soil. It's got extra light, which I'm guessing means you didn't even wear it yet. And then light, normal, heavy, and lab, which is labeled as max, but I might have to label that as lab. And then we've got options over here. We've got stain treat light, delay start chime, pre-wash, max fill, add steam, and a shrink guard. And then fresh rinse, which is selected when you go into heavy duty, and control lock, which I'm guessing is you've got kids and they like buttons and lights are fun. Now, I just pick heavy duty. You can see that it picks everything else. I just pick heavy duty. It gives me warm, max spin speed, and heavy. Cool. And then you put the soap in, you put the clothes in, you close the door, and boom. Now this is where it gets weird. It's sensing. I think it's sensing how much stuff you have in there, but it's making this buzzing sound, and it's sensing. If you know, like, because I got friends that work for Whirlpool and stuff like that. I don't know if I have any friends at Electrolux, but if you know exactly what the hell it's doing and how and why it's making that buzzing, I want to know. So comment in and teach me about this, because this is just cool as hell. I know it's dumb. It's like, Boden, it's a washing machine. You're an idiot. Okay, well, hey, I grew up in Coopersville where we did laundry like down at the stream with a rock, and indoor plumbing really didn't happen until I was in high school. So this is like fascinating to me. Alright, the idea of a washing machine with a brushless servo motor in it, oh my god, this is so cool. So, I want to know what this is doing, I want to know how, because this is not the washing machine that I grew up with where it had the cams system and the little micro switches in it. This is all microprocessor controlled, and this is really neat stuff, and I don't know anything about it. And nobody's going to give me a $5,000 washing machine to like take apart an autopsy, though the thought has crossed my mind. But yeah, so I want to know what the sensing thing is. That was the thing I couldn't figure out. And the rest of it, well, now you know how to do it. Drying is stupid simple. You just crank it to max and hit go. Doesn't matter if you got 2 socks in there, just crank it to max and hit go. It'll be fine. It's drier, really. But when this gets to the next level, I'll show you guys some cool stuff. We'll come back here because I gotta come and get my laundry, and I'll show you the little steam nozzle and stuff. And there's a light in there, which is just, it's cool. It's neat stuff. So that's the washing machine, and here, this is the excitement happening in there right now. Give me a moment. Watch this. Boom! See? There's your high-tech special effects. You're looking at me and the laundry, and then you're just looking at the laundry and there's light in there. Look at that. Science happening. I know. Most thrilling video ever. I might actually come make a video of just the washing machine doing its thing. But look at this. Now, we add water. Okay, there's water in there. And then we're going to roll a little bit. Okay, we're going to the right. And it's cool. And then we're going to stop. We're going to add more water. We're just going to chill here. We're not rolling or anything. We're just putting water in. We could be agitating, but we're not. We're just... And we're going to go to the right a little more. Okay. Then we're going to stop. And it's like I'm just going to dump in a little water. I'm going to roll to the right. Dump in a little water. And then I'll get bored and be like, no, I'm going to go the other way. But for now, it's just going to the right. So it's a little biased. And that's my towel. Alright, let's go install a safety system. That one doesn't look happy. Hey, settle down there. Okay, that one's pissed off and it's chewing up its edges. I don't know what the problem is. What seems to be the problem, damn it? Yeah, I don't know what's up with this one, but it's pissed off, so I'm turning that one off. Time is 12:58 hours. These are okay. That's cool. Sam should be around here somewhere. So look at that. Is that sexy or what? That's science happening there. I'm digging it. Does it go up? Oh, it goes up. Hi, Sam!
What up?
What's up, sir?
Making a template.
Yeah? For what? For drilling?
You can lay out the holes for these guys super easy without having to hold this box.
You gonna make the template out of MDF?
Why not?
So you're not gonna drill through the template, you're just gonna mark through the template. Okay, I'm with you. Crosscut compound miter radial arm chop saw with lasers.
Man.
Look at that, it's art.
It's fantastic.
With your awesome Stalin enclosure.
Pretty awesome. Now,
So you want to explain to people what we got going on here?
I guess if I have to.
Because we've added the relay and like some stuff's different. There's a plug in there now, and
Right.
people aren't really up on what this is and what it's doing. So
What we have here is a 250 amp vacuum contactor, which will be serving the 3-phase 480 power to the high voltage lab.
yes,
So what we want to do, if you were not up on this, is add a whole ring of e-stops throughout the high voltage lab. So if things get hairy, you can slap a button, kill 3-phase to the room.
Now this doesn't kill the single phase power. So lights and all the safety systems, everything like that, stay online.
Of course.
This just kills the main power into the machine.
Right.
Okay.
So what we have going on here is we're going to pull 480 from the incoming line, power up this transformer, which is going to give us 120 volts, which will power up a safety relay, which will be here, single channel safety relay, and our PLC, which will not have a direct influence on our safety circuit because it's not a safety PLC, but it can tell the circuit to open, right? So what we'll do is bring the signal voltage from the e-stops to the safety relay, which will allow the relay to open and close the vacuum contactor.
Okay.
At the same time, we have a position switch inside the contactor that feeds back to the relay and to the PLC so that we can externally monitor the state of the contactor, whether it's ready to be closed, if it is closed, or if it's open.
Okay. What's the difference between ready to be closed and open?
So the way the safety relay is set up, it will check to see if all the e-stops have been closed, they've all been pulled out, but it will not rearm, it will not close the contactor just because the e-stops have been pulled out. There will be a separate start button that you'll have to hit to close the contacts.
Okay.
And that way we'll know, okay, all the e-stops are out, we're ready to bring it back online, but you'll still have to actively bring it back online.
And that's the safety system. That's totally separate from having to this is just arming the system. It's totally separate from having to actively turn on whatever machine you're using, which is it's a totally separate thing.
Right.
This is the room. This is entirely just the room. This works with any high power, high voltage system that we're working on because everything goes up for you.
Right.
So, yeah. Cool. That's a cute little PLC.
Right.
So we got to figure out how to program this, which means we need the dingus and the software, which is a great way to spend just giant piles of money. But if anybody out there has stuff that they want to help us out with, we have an Allen Bradley Micrologix 1500. And we have the box and nothing else. So any help is greatly appreciated. We'll be back.
Oh yeah.
So Batman was awesome and put holes in all these boxes, but he only put one hole in each box. It's so hard to work on these Stalen enclosures.
I can't stand it.
I know, it's just so difficult. Hey Sam, there's a thing in your drill bit still.
That'll happen sometimes.
This thing in your drill bit. That surface finish. Alright, so now we're ready to start on the safety system. Did that work at all? Totally worked-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can hit that hole. I can hit that hole all day.
Well, I noticed it's only about a 1/4 inch, so. Just saying. I'm not judging you or nothing. This is where Sam drills a hole in the workbench.
Don't tempt me.
Oh, like I've never done it. Sam, your box over here is taunting me, just so you know.
Which one?
This one, because I haven't gotten to fly anything in forever, and it's just making me sad. Look at that. Look at that center punch skill. Oh yeah. Sam and his big manly hammer. this, like cardboard?
It's pressboard.
It's like a LDF. So we find out it's
density.
some special piece for the SR that Moose had worked up for, like, it's all shaved off and plain, because she does the pull-through vacuum stuff.
Right.
She's gonna kill us for
Be totally worth it.
this. Yeah, best template ever. That's some really high quality chamfering you're doing there. That's
see.
the finest deburring job I've ever seen.
I can see you like it. Yeah, this stuff's really fibrous.
You think? For future reference, if you need to chamfer this, just get a drill bit that's like 3 sizes bigger and run it backwards.
I gotta walk all the way over there. Thought about it.
So hard.
I gotta walk so far to do it. Alright, there's that.
And now,
Now we conduit.
dots on the wall. Do they line up? Do they really line up? Hey Sam.
Kinda do.
Yeah? Here, trade me. Let me try my experiment here. You take that. Okay, I'm gonna test your board. Hey Sam. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't fit in the hole, so okay, that's all right. So that when this one lines up, that's off by 1/3 of a hole.
We're going into
This one's okay.
plastic
We're
thing.
going into rock. Rock, ceramic tile, and a concrete wall. There is no margin for error. And while I understand that would totally work, my concern is if we're off every time like that, well, when you drill into the wall, you're going to be off a little bit, like it moves around and stuff. So if we're already off 1/3 of a hole when we start, just saying,
Alright.
this could get bad. It'll work. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Anything else?
Warm smile, a few kind words, the love of a gentle woman.
You look pretty today.
Well, there you go. We're doing all right. Lars is here. So nobody can see you because we're standing in the dark. So let's go over here. I'm going to hand that to you. So Lars, you have to. Did he see it?
Do you see
The
what?
stapler.
He has not seen the stapler.
So this is Lars from BoltDepot.com, and a lot of you are aware of the fact that we come on, follow me. That we stole Matt Thomas from BoltDepot.com. He used to work there, and Matt was a large reason why Bolt Depot became a sponsor. And he was so amazed with the Geek Group. We were so awesome that he came here to work. Well, one of the guys he used to work with and really torment the hell out of was this really nice gentleman named Lars, who still works at BoltDepot.com for the moment. He's about to be fired. He doesn't know that yet, so don't say anything. And a while back, before Matt actually came here to work, he stole Lars's stapler because he's kind of a dick. And
That is true.
and he sent it here, and this is Lars's stapler, which has been on our set all this time. We have run it through Thumper, we've put it in Solar Death Ray, we've run it through the Tessico, we've done dirty, dirty things to your stapler. It's survived a fire in the high voltage lab, it's been through a lot. So, I now return your stapler to you, sir. You can take it home and have an awesome Geek Group stapler that has been thoroughly abused. But there's one last thing I have to do before you can actually take it home. So here, this is for you. I need that for a moment, please. Because simply by affixing my signature to your stapler, I have now reduced its value significantly, and so you could have just eBayed that as an awesome swing line, custom, steampunk, I don't know, extreme stapler, because it's rare. Now it's an autograph stapler, and nobody's going to know who the hell Chris Boden is. So, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
For coming out and visiting the Geek Group and experience our wonderful cultural heritage. Are you really covering the microphones? Oh my god. Oh my god.
I can't even hold it steady.
They're on
Jesus,
top.
why'd you hand it to me?
You've experienced the wonderful cultural heritage that Grand Rapids has to offer, such as Jose Babushka's.
Yes.
It's a real place. It's a Polish-Mexican restaurant. Jose Babushka's.
That's really good, too.
Yeah, they're
really good.
It's just, you hear the name and you're just like, it's a what? It's this Polish-Mexican restaurant.
I'm not going, no, it's actually really good.
So, Swedish dude in a Polish-Mexican restaurant in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is a Dutch town.
With a German.
With a German, and you, and during Pulaski days.
Yeah, it was a thing.
So, you've experienced the Geek Group, what did you think?
Oh, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah? You should come back.
This is an impressive place. I have to say that.
We like having you around. And now you have to go back and tell Bolt Depot how awesome we are, and get them to donate more. Enjoy your stapler and show that around the office. It'll be cool. Thank you for coming, sir. You have fun.
Thank you.
Sounds like something like with the echo in here. It sounds like something out of like the Disney's The Black Hole or something like that. Just that sound. That is the safest, sturdiest ladder in the history of the world. No. Got it level? Yep. Okay, go ahead. Oh, this side, okay.
Solid lock.
It moved a little bit. Try it again. Let me know when you're level.
Clockwise touch. There.
Okay. Cool. Feel good with that?
Yep.
Okay. I love that sound. Now it'll totally hold itself. You think?
I think so.
Sam?
Yeah.
I think it might be faster and more efficient if we slightly enlarge the holes in the template in order to perfectly fit a Sharpie.
I almost, because it always wants to move a little bit on the
That's
first
all,
and second
it always wants to move a little bit, but it's going to try and walk no matter how you do it. But this way we wouldn't have to stop and put an anchor in, dick around. You mark 4 holes, you drill 4 holes, you slam 4 anchors, you go on to the next one.
You could do that.
That's just how I see it. If it was just 1 or 2 boxes, it wouldn't be a big deal, but we got 14 of these things to do today.
Well, let's see if the first one goes on.
All right. Something else just occurred to me. We got to put marks on the template to A, make sure the top is level, and B, perfect center line marks so that they line up with the conduit.
Right. Oh,
It's a thing of beauty, Sam.
it's like as solid as a rock.
They're good boxes. I like the Stalen stuff. It's even square, reasonably. Ish.
Close counts.
Okay. All right, let's tweak the thing
Yep.
and then rock out because this works. All we gotta do is make these big enough to fit that. Don't draw on the side of the thing. Don't, Sam, oh my God.
Didn't work.
Thank God.
Would have been a disaster.
I know.
You were getting nervous there.
I puckered a little bit.
Is that about a
We'll be
quarter
back.
pucker?
It was about a quarter pucker. I was just like, bing, oh, hey. Quarter pucker is you're acutely aware that you have a butthole. At half pucker, you're in. You're committed. And at full pucker, you're starting to suck a butt cheek into your butthole. There's like an event horizon.
Just hope there are no small children around.
I try to keep small children out of my butthole as a rule. And dogs. I've had problems with that.
That's the rule.
I see you found my sexy, sexy halfway ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sam. Did you just go over the whole... No, you did the black line. Okay. Shut up, I've done it.
Not saying I haven't. But not today.
Oh, look at that. It's the little touches that really do it. It's also why he's not allowed within 1,000 feet of a school.
The little touches,
Yeah.
you mean?
Oh, so I should clarify, because I talked about keeping dogs out of my butthole, and I can see the internet having a field day with that one. So, have I ever told you about when Omni was a puppy and I was shaving?
No.
So, Omni's a little puppy. Okay, she's like, I don't know, 6 months old. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's at that stage where she's all feet and really bouncy, and I am the greatest human being ever, no matter what. So it's first thing in the morning, and dog's out to have a pee, and I'm just waking up. So I go in, I'm shaving, and I got the bathroom door open, and I'm naked because I don't care. And this is back in Keizu, when there was like, 5 of us living in the geek house. Somebody lets the dog in, and it's cold. And the dog immediately comes and finds me standing there naked shaving. I didn't really notice the dog because I'm like half awake.
Sure.
Because I shave like right out of the shower, so it's first thing in the morning. I'm not really conscious yet.
And you're used to hearing the dog walking
Yeah,
around.
and the dog's
anyway.
talking, tinky, it's no big deal. So I'm standing there shaving, bleared-eyed, doing my thing. The dog comes right up behind me, sticks her cold nose in my butt crack, and proceeds to lick like from sack to sunlight. Just, hi, Dad! I almost killed myself with a Gillette Mach 3.
Oh, okay.
Shortly after that, I almost killed the dog with a Gillette Mach 3. So, yeah, no dogs in my butt ever. I may have gotten some deep level of psychological trauma from that. And I'm here to share these moments with you. So we got a box
And
with crosshairs.
The fun part then later is when Omni goes and you see them licking other people.
Yeah, she wants to give
Think-
everyone a kiss.
Think back to
Hey, let me see how to admit. It's missing something. Here, you take that. It's missing one important feature.
ta-da!
Now, when you see this shape, a registration mark on various printed goods, like on the label of a bottle of Gatorade or on cereal boxes, you always see them on cereal boxes. What is that shape called? It's just that, and usually the lines don't have any ends on them. It's just a circle with a cross, and the lines extend outside the circle. What's that shape called? There's 2 acceptable names for this. Okay. Well, one of them is a registration mark because that's what it is.
Right.
But there is in the business term that people in the printing industry frequently call them, and that is the question for the blog today. So if you know the answer to that, be the first to comment with the correct answer for the term for what this shape is called, and you'll win something. Matt will send you something. I don't know what. Thread gauges or anthrax in an envelope, something. You'll win something. I don't know what. Matt will tell you. Okay. All right, so the next step is we've got our box, and we got to come out of this box on this side for the beginning of our run. We got to come out, down, and then back in here, somewhere in here. So I'm going to hand this off to you. And you got a tape measure?
On the box.
On the box! Okay, so first one just as close as we can because we don't want to be out here. I mean, this is non-critical, so I'll just do it stubby. I'll add an inch and we'll come down. And then we're going to come from our bend down, let's say 5 feet, puts us there. So 5 foot plus 6 inches puts us there, which is a little low, puts us down in here, but we can come in behind and be all right. So just about 5 feet is about where we want to be. So first thing I do is just put bending into this pipe. So just bending conduit's easy. I'm going to leave you an inch for a gazinta because Daddy loves you. And then, whoop! Oh God, I love bending half-inch conduit. It's so easy. That's about 90. Okay. Yeah, it's about 90. All right, so there's a couple things you need to know when you're bending conduit. The distance from here to where we're out of the bend, like from where the bend just starts to here, varies, and it depends on your conduit bender, and they're all different. But on this conduit bender, you can see here it says stubs 5 inches to error. And the arrow is right here. That's what they're talking about there. Which is different than the star. The star is for a bunch of other stuff. And like the back of the 90 is this little thing right here. So we stub 5 inches to the earth. So if we want to go down, we're going to measure again. And we can do this even cooler, Sam. Watch this. No, we can't because there's too much damn pipe. So we have to do it manually. So we go over here. Now, Sam, where do you want your conduit to go?
Nice and low. Put it just above the Harding connector.
Just above this?
Yep.
So about here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we take this, we put that there. Science. And we go. Oh, hey, that'll hang out right in there. Nice and happy. Okay, so we go down here, and just below your connector puts us at, or just above your connector, about there where my thumb is, 64 inches?
Yeah.
Alright, so we want to be at 64 inches. Okay? So, we go on our pipe, we'll measure from there. Go down here to where 64 inches is. And you were nice and gave me my Sharpie back. I want to be right there. That's where I want to end up. So I'm going to do that again. Now we know we stub 5 inches to the thing. So from there, we're going to come, we know we're going to eat up 5 inches. So we come back, I'm going to leave it a little long. Oh, Sam. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to come back to here. Make a mark here. I'll put my little bend symbol, just a half circle, on that side of the line, so I know I bend there. So we're back 5 inches. I put a little half circle. I put my mark, a little half circle. Now really, the only hard part about this is making sure that when I do this, both bends are in the same plane, which can get a little tricky. But it's half inch, so it isn't too hard to fight. Now, I'm going to extend my line right on around, because I'm going to need it on the other side of the pipe. And this is all just back of the envelope stuff. This is not critical dimensions. This is a pretty forgiving, like I could be an inch high or an inch low and it isn't going to make a difference at all. So, but we know we want the bend to be on this side. Our line's going to be here and our bend's going to be on that side, so we have to flip this over, and thankfully they put an arrow on both sides because they're cool like that. And you're not the first guy to have to bend conduit. So that's about the plane we want to be in. You roll it up gently. Make sure everything stays where you want it. That's okay. Then just give it a little step. And you want to step on it. There's more force from your foot than your hand, because your foot keeps it down to the floor, and if you do it just with your hand, this is going to climb up, and in doing it, because it's going to lever off that end. So if you push with your foot, the fulcrum's down here. If you just work with your arm, the fulcrum's over there, and you're going to put a kink in your pipe, and you want to remember that. This is especially problematic with big pipe. Boop! Back a little bit, and the cool thing is you can mess with this a little. You can tweak it, get it right where you want it. Yeah, that's good. All right, now we've got those two sorted. Let's see how it looks. We're up there, we're right where we want to be down here. So I'm just going to hang this just a little tip of it, like we're only in like an 1/8 inch. I'm going to come back here. Make sure we're reasonably vertical, and I'm just sighting the pipe off the tile lines, which I know are relatively vertical, and holding it down here. And you come back and get a look at it. And yep, that'll do. Okay, and we're still a little wonky. Yeah, that's our wonky. Okay. Then we make a mark here, our pipe. Now we know we're in about a 1/8 inch up there. So you come down here on the box and you go into this box by about a 1/4 inch. Now, when I mark conduit, and every guy's got their own thing, but when I mark conduit, I got a little code that I use, and this might help you. If I'm marking for a bend, come on up here and take a look at this. If I'm marking for a bend, if my bend is going to be on this side of the line, I draw a little circle, okay, a little half circle. If I'm going to cut the conduit, because you may have to, it's really common to have to hand the conduit off to somebody else, or have to walk across 3 rooms to get to where your tools are and stuff. So when I got to cut the conduit, I draw my little line where I want my cut, and then I draw an X on the waste side. So this is the part I don't want, so X that out. And this is what I'm keeping. So you draw your mark, and then you get your X. So, Sam, what are we going to cut this conduit with?
We have a Sawzall.
We're doing it with a Sawzall today. Okay. God, why do you do this to me? We have conduit cutters.
Do we?
Yeah. They're in the electrical bag. But we can do it with a Sawzall, like men, because I have a fence. Where's our cut at? Lost my mark. Oh, there's my mark. It's down there. You can do this just holding it if you're, built like Batman or something, but if you're me, find something to lean it on, it makes it way easier. God, that's so ugly. I haven't done that with a Sawzall in forever. Take that right up to take your hand off. Put it in here so I can really embarrass myself. So you brought the inside deburring tool. Did you bring a file or anything? Or do we really only care because the wires only go on the inside? Oh, well, yeah. Wires on the inside. Ain't got nothing to worry about there. Now the other end is the mill finish, but I'll check it. It's nice and soft, but I'll just tap it with the deburring tool for completion's sake. That's lovely. Now this is a 1/2 inch conduit fitting. Around the lab, because old timers, damn it, we refer to this as a gazinta. Because conduit goes into the fitting, fitting goes into the box. It's a gazinta. Sam, we have a slight problem. I got 2 fittings and 1 cup. So, it's your mission to put a hole in the box wherever the hell you want it because you're Sam, you can have anything you want. Also, I need a screwdriver. If you got one.
What kind?
Really, it could be Phillips, it could be straight, it could be a Robertson drive.
There's one right there.
Hey! That'll do. Okay. And because I'm nice, I'll put the screws out on both sides. Because you could be a dick and put it to the wall. And really mess up the next guy, whoever has to work on this. Now one side sticks out further than the other. So that's going to be the bottom. That looks about right to me. I'm not going to tighten this down yet until we get the bottom. Put that on there. Your thing. There's just barely not enough space to work in there. There you go. Okay. So we'll just put that in finger tight. And you can see it's hanging crooked. But when you do that, it's beautiful. How do you like that, Tim?
That's pretty good.
Is that where you want it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to have this pretty far back. And to find the perfect spacing on that, you want to set your anchors here. I'd do an anchor here and here. Really should be just about perfect.
Throw a little mark down then.
Huh?
Put a little mark on the wall.
Put a little mark on the wall.
And then I won't forget.
Put an anchor right about here. And I put an anchor right about here. And you'll be set. So we'll drill those. Hey, there's a hammer drill right here. How about that?
Hammers on the disconnect.
Oh. Well, those are tiny. Tiny little anchors. Alright. Now we set a couple of the clamp anchors and we're all set. We'll be back. Would you like the little love note I put on the wall there?
Yeah.
Somebody will find it years from now, and they'll wonder, but we'll know the truth. What's with the little gentle taps?
I don't like to flatten them out.
Oh, okay.
Just tap it in.
Just ever so delicately.
Tap it. Just tap, tap, tap it. Sit to mash them, you gotta get them out, and that's a whole ordeal. Sometimes they just don't want to come out.
Don't do that.
Too late, I'm doing it.
You're gonna regret it. I just want you to remember I said don't do that.
Ooh, that gets a little low.
Did it wander?
Yeah, the bit drooped, or the whole thing kind of must have walked down. 3 of them line up really well.
Don't tighten those down.
No?
You're gonna regret it.
What's that?
Because you gotta run well, nah, you'll be all right. Because there's a split in the conduit between them, but it's just easier if the box isn't mounted on the wall. You get your measurement and then you hang your conduit.
Oh, you want to take the box off?
With the disposable anchors like that, I try to use them once.
Gotcha.
I try to avoid reusing them.
Oh, because we got to fit the box on.
Yep, you got to get the conduit in the thing.
I'll leave it
But I'd
there.
leave the box there so you can get a really good measurement off it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll leave it right there.
All right.
What is this?
That's my big blue ball. You know the famous Death Star out in the MDH?
Yeah.
This is the small scale version.
Oh, okay.
So Sam, being the horrible person he is, has enslaved Lars to help. Every time anybody comes here, we immediately put them to work.
I put myself to work here.
I mean, it's not wrong in saying that anyone with a funny accent just because everything is going to work.
Same we're following great American tradition.
Go ahead, hit that one.
Yeah.
So we've got box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're almost halfway there.
That wall's going to be pretty fast.
Yeah, because it's just a straight shot.
Getting a little bit of system going. And
Well, you've got Lars for adult supervision, so you're totally cool.
it's not often we have an adult. Ah, this one. And walking.
So the last box halfway between the cage and the wall.
Yeah, I'll show you. Navigate the perilous blockade. Yeah, last box on this wall will be halfway between the cage and the wall. See, if we were trying to be skimpy, we'd just put one box right over the cage. Then you could reach it from either side, but this is cooler.
All right.
Oh, is that making a sound?
Mazel tov!
Oh, my knuckle is sad.
Did you hurt yourself?
It's toasty.
You're a sensitive man, Sam. That's a lot of work for one little tiny knockout. Ooh. Friction. Needs more lube.
Oh. You know what's funny though?
What?
Remember how you made sure you put the screws both on the same side?
Yeah.
They're on the wrong side.
They're on the wrong side. It's all right, they're tight. Now that is a switch. Beefy linear motor. Here, I'll share this with you guys. Let's see if we'll focus. Focus.
Doing my research.
How do you like that?
Found out there's a nifty little circuit in the solenoid that drives it.
Yeah.
It pulls 1.5 amps initially, and once it has made full contact, pulls 0.5 amps.
Keeps it
Point
so it can
amps.
stay on forever and not burn itself up.
Right.
That's really cool. How do they do that?
I don't know. But they go
Capacitor and contacts?
From 100 ohms to like 2,000 ohms
That's neat.
as it engages.
Huh. All right. So we gotta do this up. Set the anchors, and we're there. There. We're all the way over to there. So we're about halfway done.
That's how you do it.
So I'm at Big Dog Taekwondo, and it's 20-25 hours. And Sharon is here. So why are we here?
We are here to do a fundraiser for the Geek Group because I love them.
I don't know what.
Okay. So
Did he
what's
actually-
with the
was it
book?
during
You got
the game
teach
or
people.
after?
I wrote a story
That's what somebody
back in
told me.
January about my first board break in submission for a Chicken Soup for the Soul book called Think Possible. And I was shocked that they contacted me and said I was a finalist and they wanted to publish my story. And so now I have a story published for the first time in my life. And I am doing a book signing and fundraiser. You can order the book online at the Geek Group store for a very limited time, only through Tuesday. And all the proceeds from all the sales are going directly to the Geek Group. So help out and read some great
Only
uplifting
through
stories.
Tuesday.
Yes.
They're not going to see this till Monday.
Whatever.
Okay. I'm just letting you know this it's Sunday, so the blog goes public tomorrow. So.
I know.
All right.
But at least it's pre-release. The book doesn't actually come out till Tuesday.
Okay. Well, cool.
But we have it.
Oh, she has connections.
I know people who know things.
It's cool. I'm at an event and I'm not the one giving autographs. I'm liking this.
Hi.
Hi. We have half the staff here hanging out, and now I've come and done this thing and gotten to watch them break boards, which is quite impressive, and now I'm going to go do safety switches, so we'll be back.
Woo.
Also, I dress like a grown-up sometimes. Here, you can get a shot.
Oh, okay, here.
Here, I'm dressed like a grown-up tonight.
Even nice
Same work
shoes.
pants.
Same work pants. I noticed the pants.
Yeah, I was in a hurry, so I'm going to go and I'll be back.
I'm being
All right, so time is 21:45 hours, and Sam just left. He was feeling a bit rough, but he just put in a 12-hour day. And what do we got? Lars is prepping. What is this jankness?
Yeah, that was my
that is-
first.
Okay,
Thing.
cut that off right at the beginning of the jank and start over. Also, these are way too long. You only want them out about half of this
Yeah,
is all
they
you
are.
want.
I didn't look at this before,
Okay.
so.
Now it's okay.
But it's easier to.
It's always easy to cut a bit off, but the one that's really chewed up one, just pull that off and redo it. That'll be fine. Lars is learning. The Cliftons are here. Now you're actually terminating and installing the switches. Okay. And this is a terminated switch. They are beautiful. There's a lot of wires in there because we have safety loop, reset loop, and light loop. So some are in series, one's in series. The E-stop loop's in series, everything else is in parallel. There's a lot going on. Over here we have Ed, who is buttoning them up. Also, Ed, it is your mission to make sure the bulbs are all in them and good.
You mean unlike this one?
Unlike that one, yes.
Luckily it doesn't take much to...
No, we can change bulbs after they're all buttoned up, but we got to make sure they all light up pretty. Cool. You know where to find bulbs?
Do we have any 16s and stuff?
Any what?
16s.
What's a 16?
16 volt bulb.
I hope not, because, oh no, there's a transformer built into them that knocks it down.
I know, it's 120 to 16.
Yeah, okay. Yes, we do. There's a bunch of bulbs in the box in robotics, the big box of Alan Bradley stuff.
Okay.
I think there's actually a box of bulbs in there. I'm gonna come be nosy and watch you really close,
All right.
because it's your first time. No insulation under your thing. Hang on, does that insulation go under there?
Shouldn't be.
No, it looks good. It's tight. It's tight. You wanna, this one here, you've got a little insulation in there.
All right.
You wanna back that out.
All right.
You can have it right up to it, but it can't go under.
There we go.
Oh, that's beautiful. There you go. One on each side. You want it nice and tight, not so tight you strip it out,
Yep. We good.
but you can go pretty damn tight without having to worry about that.
Yep.
Excellent. And then you want brown for the other side. Keep everything nice and neat and clean, and yeah, that's excellent.
Work.
That's beautiful. Now for your colors, ask him or just walk down to the other one and duplicate. They're all exactly the same, so it's easy. Oh, you took a picture. Look at that. See that style.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We'll be back.
All right.
All right. Everybody safe? No. I'm going to hit the lights. Nothing else, just lights. Settings are good. All right. Everybody clear? 3, 2, 1. This is first light on the new safety system lights. Boom. Look at that. Some of them even turn on. All right. Now we know what ones need new bulbs. Cool. Lars, you did good.
All right.
First light on the new lights for the e-stop safety system. It'll all go into here. Right now, it's this real high-tech system. We have an IEC cord coming into a pair of just crimp connects. Because they go in, there's a crimp connects onto the board. So I didn't want to cut them off because it'll mess up Sam's work. So I just put a couple shielded ones on, and then I put tape over it just for an extra light. These are actually shrouded connectors. So yeah, a little bit of tape, it's totally safe. Not gonna worry about it. Now we button up the boxes.
Hey, Chris,
Yes, sir.
I know people are going to be asking, so this is where we can save. If people want to send in LED replacement bulbs, 16 volt tolerance.
Okay, that's what we need. All right, we can now start buttoning up the boxes and Ed, swap out lights. We'll be back. Time is 22:52 hours, and now I can show you this. Look at that. That is beautiful. And they go all the way around. See them on the wall over there too. That is badass. That's not bad for a day's work. Sam, get better. He was feeling pretty rough, so he took off. But he'd been here all day, and Sam, who is sadly in a lot of the video in the earlier part of the day, I had an event I had to go to and stuff, but Sam isn't here tonight, and that's just, I feel kind of bad about that because I just took a bunch of pictures and all that, and Sam isn't in any of them, and I want to make sure Sam gets a lot of credit because Sam was the lead on this, and he kicked ass, and I'm really, really proud of him. He did good. But there's one of our switches. So They're dumb right now. It's just the lights are on. The lights are always on. But they won't be when it's in operation. That'll happen next weekend when all the guts go in here. So it's going to be pretty cool. And that's a hell of an accomplishment for a day's work. And I want to see one thing. I gotta see this. So let's turn off these lights, because this is going to look so cool. There is no purpose for doing this other than straight up nerd porn. But it's my blog. So let's go over here and turn on all the lights. Ready? Boom. Look at that. Is that cool or what? It's the world's most expensive Christmas tree lights. That is so cool. It'll look a lot nicer when the room's clean. You can actually see them all in the clear shot, but that's what we did today. We made a safety system. That is so cool. I'm really happy about that. I've had 2 weeks of just getting kicked in the teeth every day by some manner of crisis. And I know it's knucklehead. I know it's just simple Allen Bradley switches, e-stop buttons, but it feels so good to get something actually accomplished, get something done in here, make some real tangible forward progress. So,
To reiterate, 16 volt tolerant LED.
yeah, we need a lot of replacement bulbs. We got to do these upright.
Bayonet base.
Bayonet base. Okay. All right. That's the project. That's the blog. You guys have fun, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night, guys.